In a matter of hours, President Joe Biden expected to give his first press conference for the first time in about 8 months as calls for him to step aside continue to grow louder. Natalie Haddad is in our newsroom this morning. And Natalie, we expect this to continue to be a big factor in the president's efforts to save this campaign.
Absolutely, Mark, and we got to talk about it. The list is growing. On Wednesday, the first Senate Democrat called on President Biden to leave the 2024 presidential race. We also saw a 9th House Democrat say the same thing. Senate Democrat Peter Welch of Vermont and House Democrat Representative Earl Blumenauer of Oregon publicly called for Biden to end his campaign on Wednesday. Nancy Pelosi also weighed in with concern this week. And even celebrities are joining in, with George Clooney writing his concerns in an op-ed for the New York Times. He calls on the president to leave the race, and those calls came after his debate with Donald Trump. Biden argues it was just a singular bad night that he had during that debate, and he let Trump distract him. He also says the debate performance was not representative of his mental state. And so while we don't know the exact details of what President Biden will say during his news conference, President Biden is likely to use today's as an opportunity to quiet the doubts swirling around his ability to run a successful campaign for re-election. That news conference expected around 4:30 Central Time today, Mark.
And Natalie, we do know that yesterday we had Vice President Kamala Harris here in North Texas. She was speaking to members of her sorority, but kind of the speech fell flat, according to some folks, when it came to concerns around the president.
I think we were certainly expecting for Vice President Kamala Harris to make any mention of that, but she spoke for 18 minutes and made no mention about President Joe Biden's health or his age specifically. She also made no mention of her own political future. The vice president did, however, announce that soon hospitals around the country will be required to be stocked with life-saving care that is specifically for mothers. Texas has one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the United States, which explains why Ms. Kamala Harris made that announcement here yesterday, Mark.
Okay, Natalie, thank you for the update this morning.